Well, not only is it Money Monday, but it's also the first Monday of a new year, and we are happy to spend it with our money expert, Kyle Winkfield of Finley Alexander. Welcome to 2021.
Oh man, feels good to exit 2020. I tell you how much.
Right? I know, rear view. So we could all certainly use a fresh start for 2021. What should we be doing in regards to our money right at the top of this new year so we can start out this new year right?
Great question. I think the first thing to do is get organized. I mean, you can't optimize your finances unless you get organized. So I think going through and getting a checklist of what do I need? Because a lot of times it's like, well, what do I need or what should I have? So getting a checklist, knowing what that is, and then seeing what on that checklist, like, hey, am I missing something? Do I have this? If I do have this, have I updated it? Have I added to this checklist or whatnot? So we've got a checklist for you, but that's the first thing. Let's get organized. Now, the second thing, Elsa, is people think about their finances in passing, right? And it's like a junk drawer in your kitchen. Everybody has one of those. Hey, your silverware drawer isn't junky. It's organized. So as soon as you get ready to eat, you know exactly where to go for the silverware. It should be that way with your finances. It shouldn't be undertaking and you go, oh, I got to refinance, got to get all these documents, I got to do this, got to get all this, and then it becomes never mind, and then you spend an hour and a half to do it, but 60 minutes of it's finding your username and password. So anyway, so get organized first if you want to optimize in the new year.
Well, it sounds like it's all about having just good money habits in general, correct?
Yes. So if 2020 taught any of us anything, it gave us clarity on the whole. Remember that saying you should have 6 months of living expenses saved up?
Yes.
And for some, they did it, and it was like a theory for the rest. And everybody said, hey, you know, I'll get around to it at one point, but things are going so well, I'll figure it out. And then for so many, it hit home, and they didn't have that 6 months worth of savings. So I say, now that happened, perhaps you should consider start with 6 months, try to get 12 to 18 months of living expenses saved up. Cash is king. Cash flow is divine. So it's not only for you and your household, but being able to have extra cash on hand to help somebody else that needs help in your community and your family. That's important too.
That is true, because I think we think about ourselves, but in those situations, our hearts are like, oh, we've got to help our aunt or our sister or, our uncle or whatever the case may be. And so we want to be able to do that. And so it is good to budget for that in advance. Hopefully you never need it, but it's always nice to have it there. I think for a lot of people, it's sort of the key is keeping their emotions in check when it comes to their money. Do you find that with your clients as well?
Yes, because it's people, they don't like change, and they don't like doing what they need to do or what they should do. People always want to move in the direction of their wants. So one of the things I really work with folks on thinking about is reframing what they know they need to do into something they want to do. So do you want to have savings? Yes. Saving is a habit. You don't have to start big. In fact, you shouldn't. You should just get accustomed to doing it, right? So it's like, hey, why don't we start saving $10 a week? Feel, well, that's not going to do anything. No, $10 might not do anything financially, but what it's doing in terms of building a habit, that's powerful. And the $10 turns 100 to 1,000, 1,000 to 2, and so forth and so on. So start there, right? Because people, they're like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Focus. You get what you focus on. So focus on something positive. I'm going to start saving money. It's not hard. It's something I want to do, and it's a habit, and every little bit counts.
And in this new year, people are going to have the opportunity to make Money Monday last a little bit longer. Tell us about what you're up to.
Yeah, so after this, we're going to go on Facebook Live. And so if you have any questions or just want to pick my brain or say, hey, I got a question about this, Kyle, what do you think? Or what are your thoughts? What's your perspective? Or I just heard this, can you help me out? Join us on Facebook Live, and then just ask your questions. Ask away. I'll be there live here in my office just hanging out. So love to hear from some of the viewers and see what's on your mind and how we could build value in your life and leave you better than we found you.
That is amazing and really an invaluable resource, because we all want to start out on the right foot. No more 2020, just 2021.
Right, yeah.
We're looking forward.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Kyle Winkfield of Finley Alexander, thank you so much for being with us, and we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.